don't have your audio on.
You're good. You're good. Take our time. This is where I do national and too.
You got the shit working?
Yeah, everything's good on mine. I didn't record on it. Can you record on it?
You're on.
Okay. All right, welcome Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. We're live here from the Trojan Trench here for Triton's tournament here today. Have a few teams come in with Culver Community as well alongside with Argus. Over there, John Glenn's here, Bremen's here, and Knox is here for this contest. Of course, Triton's going to open up against LaVille for the opening match here in the Trojan Trench. Big Blue Slam beat North Judson last Wednesday, and then unfortunately after that dramatic game, they came up short against Valley. But you got to bet they're going to be coming out firing on all cylinders for this one. With LaVille coming in 5-9 on the season, of course, Triton is 6-5 as they get everything underway here. Teams shake hands to get things underway. Of course, there's a lot of bright spots in this Triton roster. They're a team that's going to be I think they're the team to beat in this tournament. They're very talented. They faced some of these teams this season already. So we'll see what they can do out there on the floor to get things started for a Big Blue Slam. Abby Veers is out there with her sister Alexa Veers. Taryn Yates out there with Emma Hepler, Lexi Hostrouser, and Jayla Faulkner rounding out the six for them. On the other side, excuse me, I didn't have any of the rosters memorized here tonight. Sydney Koblenz is out there with Allison Metters alongside Rebecca Beeler across the middle. On the back line, you're going to have Olivia Goes. Oh, excuse me, changing out there. You're going to have Natalie Gonzalez, Elena Curtay, and I believe, I can't see who this number is. I think it's Zoe Thomas is here on the near side. Molly McFarland checks in. Is going to give Abby Veers a rest to start this thing out. And Emma Hepler is going to get us underway here at the Trojan Trench for the Big Blue Slam. And they're underway. How do I loosen this up? So Hepler, nice move there. And there's the first point for Triton. Good block in there by Alexa Veers and Lexia Hostrouser. They're on the board first. Emma Hepler gets another shot. Wilson's it back across. Hostrouser with the spike, and it goes out. Good play there by Lexia Hostrouser to knock that one in. Triton goes up two. A little early for us today. Late football game last night. We're here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. LaVille keeps it alive on that one. McFarland sends it back across, and we're going to get a point over here. They're going to say a double hit on the Trojans, and that's going to put LaVille on the board. Getting ready to send it away is Allison Metters. Hostrouser again. Lexio Hostrouser, she's wide awake this morning. That's her second forced point of the day. Early morning, I guess it's morning, not day yet. That'll send senior Alexa Veers back to her own end line to get ready to send this one away. I guess they're going to call a double hit on LaVille. Triton gets another point. They go up three. Triton very good on this home court, still undefeated here. Nice block by Hostrouser. Taryn Yates knocks it across, and she gets another point. Taryn Yates comes through on that one. Here's the serve again, and it just goes out of bounds past the end line. And the Lady Lancers get a point there. Sydney Koblenz gets ready to send it away for the Lady Lancers. A little too strong of a set there, and Triton's going to get it back. Back up by 4. And that's going to send Lexia Hostrouser back to get ready to send it away. Strong spike there. Triton gets another point. Up 5. Ostrager gets set for another serve. Nice dig there, but can't quite keep it controlled. Good job from Lexi Ostrager to come back from her own end line to keep that one alive. McFarland checks in for the big blue slam. Strong serve. Veers keeps it alive. Abby Veers slams it home. Yates and Hepler come out. Delaney Miller and Kendall Hensley checking in. Now send Delaney Miller back to get ready to send it away. Strong spike there from Rebecca Beeler, goes out, and Triton goes up 6, making quick work in this match. Oh, and just gets it inside that back corner, and the Lady Lancers get a point there. Back to serve for the Lady Lancers is Natalie Gonzalez. Strong serve by her, goes out, Triton gets the point. Faulkner sends it away. Abby Veers sends it in, LaVille keeps it alive, barely, and that can't quite get it back over that. Triton now goes up by 7. And timeout for the Lady Lancers. So Triton coming out, firing on all cylinders. Like I said, I bet this team's going to be ready following that loss on Thursday night. Like I said, this is still a very talented bunch of young ladies who are very good at what they do, and they're showing that here early on. A few games here today. I'm going to try to squeeze some interviews for behind the X's and O's later on. The timeout gets ready to break out. Triton's lineup is going to stay with Delaney Miller, Kendall Hensley, Alexa Veers, Faulkner serving, Molly McFarland, and Abby Veers back there, out there in the front for the big blue slam. It's a spike. McFarland with the dig. Veers tips it over. Oh, and goes into the LaVille's bench. And Triton gets another one. A little slow this morning. I'm running the camera. Ryan's trying to get things straightened out down there on the computer. So sorry for the camera work. Miller sends it back across. There's a spike. McFarland keeps it alive. Nice job there. Veers gets it back across, and LaVille can't answer back on to send it back across. It's going to put him up with another one. Faulkner sends that one away. Back across. Miller sends it back. Long volley going here. And Abby Veers with a slam. They go up 10 on that one. And that's going to send Jayla Faulkner, gives her another shot to serve it away. Triton looking good here in this opening match. LaVille too strong on the hit there. Was Allison Met? It's either meters or meters. I'll have to ask Chris after a while. They say it's just going to be just inside. LaVille gets it back. Abby Veers with the block, and host Rouser will check in for her. Pass them back. Molly McFarland gets ready to send it away for the Big Blue Slam. I call a double hit. Not quite lined up on the set. And Molly gets a second chance here. And good job there by the Lady Lancers to find an opening there on the Triton side. I call substitution checking in here now. Sends it away. Right rallying here. Too strong by host Rouser. Right idea. Couldn't quite keep it in play. A bit of a run here for the Lady Lancers. Host Rouser again. Triton kept it alive really nicely there. McFarland can't quite get the right angle she wants underneath it to keep it back in play. Good job by host Rouser to make sure it wasn't coming back on our side. Triton gets another point. Yates and Hepworth checking in. Emma Hepler, she comes off the bench there. She's going to go right to a spot where she's a very good back there, serving it away. They're going to say that's a point. They're going to say Triton crossed underneath the net. And that'll give LaVille their 9th point of this set. LaVille changing up who they're going to send back to serve. Oh, actually they're going to say it stays with Triton. Not sure what all happened there. Hepler sends it away again. Nice block of the combination of Alexa Veers and Lexia Hostrouser. Good block there. Triton goes up 17-9. A little confusion down there on the score. Uh-oh. Trying to get the scoreboard figured out here. No big deal. It's early. Hey, I'll take that score. We'll take that. Getting a little tutorial down there. It's not easy running that scoreboard. Coach Perry's going to go down and get things straightened out. Of course, last night the boys played a tough football game. They worked real hard. They kept themselves alive, but there's a lot to build on. Talked to Connor Pitney this morning with his interview. Give a lot of homage to all his players. You talked about a nice leader, a great leader, and a good quarterback. I'll tell you what, man, that's a testament to the coaching staff and former players, and he gave James Snyder some shout out on that one, and that just speaks to the testament of these guys and how that brotherhood and how hard they work together. And what they do and just taking care and really trying to develop one another, keep that culture going. And it runs in. I'll tell you what, it runs deep down there in that Triton locker room. Really looking forward to the couple of more interviews we're going to have. Real excited to see what this football team can do from here on out. Like I said, it's a team that's only going to get better. As we get things straightened out, we got things back in order. Score looks a little bit better there. Triton's up by 9. So Hepler now is going to get ready to send it away. Things are straightened out. Hepler sends it back across. That one goes out. Triton will go up 10. Of course, last night we'll give him a shout out. You know he's not here this morning yet, but Gavin Greer did a great job. Looking forward to having him up in the booth. Get him some confidence back there. He'll tell you what, he knows quite a bit. He's going to be a lot of fun to have up there with us. McFarland gets a good angle on that one. Veers gets it back across, and Triton now goes up by 11. They're going to have a substitution for the Lady Lancers. Also want to thank Drew Stichter last night for being there. That one goes out. LaVille gets a point. I want to thank Drew Stichter for coming in last night as a guest speaker with us. Always like having Drew around. A lot of fun to have him, but like I said, Gavin's going to be a good young man to have up there in the booth with us, a senior. Ready to learn and knows quite a bit about sports. Emma Hepler gets it across. LaVille keeps it alive. And it'll go out. Oh, they're going to say just in bounds. So they're going to say it stayed just in bounds, and LaVille gets the point. Good job by Faulkner to keep it alive. Hepler trying to go. Faulkner's got to send it back across and does. McFarland keeps it alive. Hepler with the set. Yates with the spike and gets the point. Of course, officials here this morning on our side of the court. We have Dan Richard, assisted by Carl Abraham. Sending everything across, working it very well. They're going to call a double hit on Faulkner. And that'll give LaVille another point. They're down by 9. Ostrauser with a nice tip back across. LaVille trying to stay alive, but they hit a little too. Oh, they're going to say it stayed in. LaVille in a little bit of a run here. And nice job by LaVille to get in there to get the block. Right idea by Faulkner. And Triton's going to take a timeout. Now, the other night against North Judson, when Triton took a timeout, you talk about a team that comes out of a timeout really good. They did that the other night. And I'm sure today, like I said, they're going to be all hands on deck. They're going to look really good today in this tournament. Is it fighting with you? What? That's weird. So, yeah. So you see it on there. We are playing LaVille. Orion's trying to get things straightened out. The computer's giving us a little bit of challenges here this morning. But we'll get him straightened out. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. I'm just here for moral support and talking and do what I can to keep some of this other stuff running for him. We had to get a hold of our eye in the sky to help us out a little bit. A little miscommunication there. And there it is. We got her back. Not like he wants, but hey, it'll work. We'll make it work. On the fly broadcasting, we got this. McFarland of Hepler. Ostrauser with a spike. And they get the point. And Lexia Ostrauser gets ready to send it away as Abby Veers checks in. McFarland takes a break. That's too strong of a hit there. Triton gets a point. 2 points away now from ending this set. Both tries with their second attempt. Faulkner gets it across, but it's blocked by Olivia Goes. Substitution. That's going to send in Madeline Dahl as Faulkner takes a break. Madeline Fuchs gets ready to send it away for the Lady Lancers. Abby veers with a strong hit there. Nice block by Taryn Yates. LaVille with a pretty nice block. Yates tips it across, and it's going to go out of bounds. That was a pretty good sequence of events. Some nice defense played by the Lady Lancers. Triton still 2 points away. But LaVille's coming back on a run. Another block by Olivia Goes. She's had a couple the last 2 series. She continues that there. LaVille's on a roll. Veers tips it across, and they're going to say LaVille cross underneath the net. Or double hit, I guess, rather. So Hepler and Yates come out. That's going to send Hensley and Miller back in. 1 point away now from ending the set. They're going to say Triton got the point. They lifted on there, so Triton to win the first set 25-18. So Triton now wins the first set. Both teams will reset to their other bench. So as I said, check out some of our other videos we have on our YouTube channel. There's plenty of things on there, some old broadcasts and some different things that aren't quite sports. Some player interviews. Check those out. Junior high, elementary school. There's some high school, junior, and JV games on there. So check those out. Like I said, we're here bright and early this morning. Not many times do you leave when it's dark out to go to a broadcast. In the morning, not too often. Oh, there he is. You're in six. You should be turned. Oh, let's turn down. There he is.
Yeah.
He's down there. He's going.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh. It's okay. That happens to me. I just start talking. I forget things. So down there, Coach Perry's really coaching up Big Blue Slam to kind of get them prepared and get them ready to go on this one. Like I said, a lot of teams here today. Culver, Argus. Of course, we're seeing LaVille right now. John Glenn, Bremen, and Knox, and playing over in the Activity Center. Look pretty nice to have that set up over there. Orion, you kind of got the feel of how that broadcast is going to go over there when he was over there the other night.
Yeah, I'm not sure a whole lot that will broadcast over there very often, but it's possible.
It seemed like it was pretty nice according to the video. I went back and rewatched it. It looks pretty nice over there for broadcast. So we're at the 8:30 start here, and after that, there's going to be the next game. They'll have another.
We'll broadcast that, but we'll have to switch streams.
We'll switch streams for the next game. Of course, I won't be talking. I'll take a break on that one. We'll be doing some interviews. Then the winner of this game will play the winner of the Argus-Culver game. The winner of the Argus. Oh, never mind. It's round robin. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. So after Triton plays this one, they'll play Culver in the next matchup. And the winner of 1 and 3 will play They play.
No, it's team.
Oh, team.
See, we're team 1
gotcha.
playing team 2. The next one is Argus and Culver because they're 3 and 4. Then we play Culver. Then LaVille plays Argus, and then we play Argus.
Okay. Then they go into the whole. Like Coach Perry said, Notre Dame plays today, so let's get this over as quick as possible. I couldn't agree more. Though I don't need to watch my Hoosiers get butchered today by Ohio State. I'd like to think they wouldn't, but still like to see Notre Dame play. It was an early morning for us. Not very often you leave the house when it's dark to go to a broadcast and it goes light on your way there. Not too often does that happen. So a pretty good crowd here this morning for early morning game. Should be a pretty good day for a tournament. And here we go to the second set. Ostrow's with a nice strong spike there. And Triton will open up with a point for the set. LaVille couldn't quite handle that one. And Emma Hepler, the junior, gets ready to send it away. Ostrow's back across. Nice block by LaVille. And they're going to get a nice rally there for them. Really good blocking there by Haley Ross, the senior. Uses that height and athleticism to knock it back across, and we're all knotted up at 1. And Ross gets ready to send it away. And it'll go out. Triton gets the point. So like I said, had a little technical difficulties today. This morning, get things started. Peter was kind of like us, didn't want to wake up. That one will stay in. Oh, the point will go for Triton, will go out. And Beers now with a 2-point lead, gets ready to send it back across. Strong spike there by Olivia Goes, but it'll go too far out. Sorry, LaVille fans, if I'm butchering names. Nice block by Hostrauser. Use that length and athleticism there to keep Triton out in front. LaVille comes away with that point there after a really nice back and forth act between the two teams. Faulkner tries a good job by Taryn Yates to keep it alive. Triton tries to knock it over, but Goes gets there for another block. They're now down 2. It'll go in the net there by LaVille. Triton gets a point, goes back up 3. Abbeville's checking in for McFarland. Just telling her, that serve goes in the net, LaVille gets the point. I was telling Orion before the game that for all these interviews we're doing today with some of the football players and some of the volleyball players, I got home and it was about 11:45 and I realized, you know what, I haven't wrote down any questions for today. like fail on that one.
So you did that this morning?
Yeah, I was working into this morning. That's just, I was working this morning. Really pays off having a printer at home. Oh, and the ace there for LaVille, and that pulls them back even with 6. The Lady Lancers showing some life in this set. And Abby Veers answers right back with a spike of her own. Epler and Yates checking out. Miller and Hensley checking in. That's going to send Delaney Miller back for her serve. The ball goes towards the scorer's table, and Triton will get a point there off the ace. Triton back up by 2. Showing some life with those fresh legs. Nice spike by Veers, and Triton goes up 3. Goes with the block, but Triton keeps it alive. Veers with a nice spike. With Argus, I guess rather with a hit back across. I thought the play was done, but good job there by the Big Blue Slam to keep that ball alive, to go back up, to go up 4. McFarland. Miller keeps it alive. And Veers knocks it across. They now, with the block there, they go up by 5. Nice dig by Veers. Faulkner puts it across and finds an empty spot in the zone. I don't know if it's a zone or not, but guess what? We're going to use it. Sounded good. Timeout, LaVille. As I was leaving this morning, Danny was very upset that I was going to a volleyball game. I told her, I said, you can watch it at home. But she wasn't having it. She told me I got to eat a pretzel for her today. I said no worries there. I'll make sure we have one. Poor Orion, 2 games in a row where he's wore what he's been eating at a ball game. So far, so good this morning. So he's getting all the graphics set up for the other broadcast today. Trust me, a lot of work goes in that, and when he does a pretty good job.
Especially when I don't know what I'm doing here.
You know more than me. Those me probably have stick figures up there with some colors in it that wouldn't quite be right. Strong hit there by Sydney Koblenz, and Triton goes up 13-6. LaVille keeps alive. Looked like it was going to go out. Abby Veers with the spike. Substitution coming in now for LaVille is Madeline Fuchs. I'm going to have to tell the girls today with their interviews, they're going to have to keep up with the boys because the football players done a pretty good job. Strong hit there by Fuchs, and it goes well over. Triton now going up 15-6. 10 points away from the set. I told my source at work, my volleyball source, And another source at work there says we need to get that volleyball source on the broadcast with me. He goes, I bet that would make for good audio. Going back and
Make
forth.
for better audio than me talking.
Oh, hey.
I could tell you that.
She played Division I volleyball. Like I said, I had it all figured out till she talked. I'm like, oh man, there's more to this. Just when I think I have it all figured out. Faulkner gets it back across. Now they'll stay inside. They'll find a soft spot back there behind the Trojan defense. Gonzalez sends it back across. Trailing 16-7. Faulkner can't quite get the angle she wants. And LaVille gets the point, and Gonzalez will get another try at the serve. And Herzl will go in the net. Triton gets the point. Up 9. Jayla Faulkner, the senior. Really good server back there. Nice spot across, and LaVille can't quite keep it alive. Triton goes up 10. 7 points away now. See, I like volleyball. I know what number we got to get to. I can do the math a little quicker.
Yeah.
LaVille gets the point there. Still haven't figured out the yards yet, though. Football. Eventually, I'll get it. I want to go in the net. Triton goes back up 10. Osterhauser checking in for Beers. For Veers, not Beers. And Madeline Dahl's going to check in for Alexa Veers. The junior Mon McFarland back. Here is serve it away. Faulkner keeps it going. Hensley, but Faulkner gets her right back across the net. Good job there. McFarland can't quite get her, just past her outstretched arm. And LaVille has reached double digits. Osterhauser with a spike. Ooh. Osterhauser had some heat on behind that one. One of the LaVille players just got that one hit right in the face. Oh, man. Bet she's awake now. Epler sends it across. Too strong of a hit there. Triton now 4 points away. Nice block by Yates and Dahl. Ball goes out. Ross last touched it. Triton now 3 points away. Emma Hepler, the junior sniper, gets ready to send it away. Faulkner can't quite get there, about half a step away to send it back across. Goes checking in for Ross. And that'll be a timeout for LaVille. Triton looking very good here this morning. Probably more awake than I am. So those football games tend to wear you out after a while. And again, I was working on questions early this morning.
Oh, I got home last night and I crawled in bed and went to sleep.
Well, I got home and I got hungry again, and
Ooh.
oh, that's always a problem. I'm trying to stay away from fast food as much as possible. Trust me, it's not easy when you drive back home and you pass McDonald's, 2 McDonald's, Penguin Point, Arby's on the way home. It's not.
Well, it's pretty easy to avoid McDonald's.
Yes, it is. However, when you're hungry enough at night, you start to kind of barter with yourself. Well, you know, not a big fan of McDonald's. My kids are. So when they want to eat there, they're going to eat somewhere else. Hostrouser with the hit. And puts them up now 2 points away. Here's checking in for Madeline Dahl. And senior Alexa Veers will come back to her own baseline, gets ready to send it away. It's easy for me to just go past McDonald's, but if you're hungry enough.
I don't know. I can't think of anything in there I want to eat. Maybe fries, but they're not good for you.
No, they're not. Fries are usually a pick. But then again, it's the dollar signs that make it cheap. Nice block there by Yates and Hostrouser. Now 1 point away from ending this set. Now Penguin Point, that's the one that I really have a hard time driving past. That's really, and there it is. Triton wins the second set, 25-11, looking strong, heading into that third and final set.
No, I think that's it. They don't do three. It's best out of 3 in tournament play.
So Triton wins their first match of the game. We will take our break, and we'll be back when Triton plays again for me to talk. But there'll be other streams there. Keep an eye on those games. We'll have some of the other ones up. We're going to do some interviews here that you'll see later on. So we'll be back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.